flashing rise in no escape, no, he won't leave my side. Light up the night, you won't stop this flame, now it's time to ignite. Open up the sky, won't hold back, no, I'll burn bright. Cause right now it's do or die. It's time to fight, I'll roll the dice for these pieces of my soul. Cause I'll be damned if I let all these memories turn to stone. The pieces of these days in my heart reflect with flames like gold. Can't see tomorrow, so I fight today. 11th hour, let it end the same. I'll light the sky tonight, and now you'll know my name, cause now you play my game. I sing to my ultimate song. The dancer's melody is mine to decide. No, you won't tell me that I'm wrong. Face me head on, you know how this soul shines. Nothing could match the fury in my eyes. This answer, you won't take the heat inside. You think it's carved in some good chest, you wait, I'll break through, cause now the trust is mine. I'm a phantom out of sight, already gush from the start. No way I'll let this moment drift apart. I feel heart simply see through mine, cause right the second now I'll shine. If nothing lasts forever, make this moment count, the stars align. Shut this moment up, flicker and turn the night to day. Imagine the heat split out of sight, crossing the gate and make it right. Speed of luck before you know you've been blown away. Pulse from the veins keep rising now, do the impossible, don't ask how. If I lose at this moment, but they all ever stay. Disaster looming from afar, but I roll to left the scar. Still I'll battle with my fist through all these clouds of gray. And even on those who say so, no, I won't let my words be torn. When my mask cracks, will I go back to those days of fear? Will I find what I've been looking for? The answer's never clear. All this time have I been prisoner to my own memories, shackled slowly. But everyone's got their own reason to keep fighting too. And it's our role to face the world. Read those days in your heart and see through. Now I'll take the weight of all these shackles, turned into a strength they never knew. Now I'll hold tight these pieces of my soul. Each moment glimmers through the sky, no matter where we go. And come what may, these days of light reflect my flames like gold. Can't see tomorrow, so I fight today. 11th hour, let it end the same. I light the sky tonight, and now you know my name, cause now you play my game. I sing to my ultimate song. The dancer's melody is mine to decide. No, you won't tell me that I'm wrong. Face me head on, you know how this soul shines. And when it feels like tomorrow there's no light, it's in those words that my flame will light the sky. You think we're ghosts that walk to our last days, but we'll walk through the night. I'll break these walls of growing fear. No holding back my flames, it's down to the wire. And even when those days draw near, my flash of light will cover path through this dire. Nothing can mask the fury in my eyes. This answer, you won't take the heat inside. You think it's carved in some good chest, you wait, I'll break through, cause now the trust is mine.
Good day, everyone. I am Shiro Tamaya, your resident Coyote Phantom Thief at your service. And hello, everyone. Welcome. Morning streams. Still got the morning voice. That's probably not gonna change throughout this entire stream, but you know, it's fine. Honestly, morning voice is just me kinda maybe sounding slightly sick, but also just having a slightly deeper voice, which I don't mind. But hello Yumi and hello Fresh, thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome. But yes, today we are continuing Fatal 12. I guess this is also a dual stream because I have to get some blood work done. later today, so today is playing Fatal 12 while also aggressively hydrating. So, I might have to get up several times to get water, because I'm going to be trying to drink as much as possible. And, yeah. Just lots of water drinking and lots of visual novel, which I guess in this case works out well because, you know, voice acting does wear on the throat, so water is going to be useful. But yes. Anyways, we last left off. Oh yeah, we met two of the participants. One was a mother who was in a hospital and she died from a brain hemorrhage after giving birth, and the other one is a small little girl from I believe it's Russia. And they're both part of Divine Selection. The mother is dead. We encountered the Mr. Allen, who is the very tall is the tall Indian man who who is absolutely going to try to kill us. That's great. But we met Sonia, and she was threatened by Odette and Federico to give up all her information, so now she's probably gonna die, but we're at least hanging out with her before she does. You know, great. And also, Miharu continues to both be my target and also my target of suspicion. But, you know, nothing, that's just how this game works. Just, you know, trust issues the game. But, let's jump right back into the lovers to enemies to lovers. We don't know if it's gonna end in lovers or enemies, who knows? Anyways, we're gonna go jump to the full screen. Oh, right, I didn't set up the window capture like a dumbass. Gonna have to extend this. Give me a moment. There we go. What? All right. Let's continue the game. Yes, we left off at the, as we transition to school. Hold on. Okay. All right. School ends up flying by somehow. Once classes are over, the three of us meet up at the gate. We couldn't have Sonia infiltrate the school again, so we got her to wander around the university campus instead. Not only is it open to everyone, but there's a library there as well. I'm sure she surprised a few students there, but oh well. However, once we meet up, I realized getting her to do that was a mistake. Why was it a mistake? Oh, alright, because she dies as a kid. Fuck. This is rough. Her words pierced my heart. She'll never have the opportunity to attend a university. regardless of Divine Selection's outcome. Even if she were to win somehow, it wouldn't cure her condition. And hello, Tsume Senpai, thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome, welcome. Hold up. Today is visual novel and lots of hydration. Yeah, but I forgot. Sonya's sick. Poor girl. Because that is the one thing. She wasn't that afraid of dying in this because, truth be told, she's going to die anyways. It, like, regardless of the situation, she would die because of her illness. And she'd only live a little bit longer, or she'd die when she was supposed to die. So, it's so sad. It's so sad. Whether or not she really would die soon after is unknown, but at the very least she's convinced herself that it's certain. I think she just doesn't want to give herself false, like, any kind of false hope, even regardless. Because, like, she could have the, like, burning desire to make it through, but at the same time, the unknown factor is just... yeah.
リンカが気にすることではないよ。だな、ソフィア。
Thanks.
はい、ソーニャの知らないことを知るのはとても楽しいです。
さあ、では行こうか。今日は本格的に観光するのだろう。
I've stolen the MC. She is now in the waifu collection. Oh wait, give Rinka back. I need her for this.
東京の街並み、楽しみでありますよ。
Things seem fine between the two of them. I guess they've put whatever happened last night behind them. Like Miharu said, we've got plenty to see today. We make our way toward the station. Friday the 25th of May. Okay. Oh, look at this town. Ooh, look at this. It's hard to sum up all the places we visited. First was Tokyo Sky Tree. Hey, I've been to the Tokyo Sky Tree. I didn't go in it, but I was there. It's really cool. After that, Sensoji Temple. We made sure to avoid the busy area, but we still got a good look at Kaminarimon. We saw Roppongi Hills from a distance as well. But before that, we paid a visit to Jinbocho, since it served as a setting for an old anime. Walking from place to place would have been a bit much, so we used a taxi instead. Sonya's parents must be rich, since she paid for everything with her credit card just like she did at the maid cafe. Good to know that she's filthy fucking rich. No, mine. Excuse me, no. It's so wild how you can see that massive thing literally everywhere. I didn't even get close to it, and it still towered over everything. Yeah, it's freaking huge. It's quite impressive. That helped a lot, especially because we also went to Odaiba. I didn't get to see Odaiba. After getting on the Ferris wheel and seeing the Fuji television building, we had to turn right around to reach our final stop. Hold on. Said last stop is Zojoji Temple. It's said to be a time-honored temple with ties to the Tokugawa family from the Edo period. That and something about Pure Land Buddhism. Based on what we're seeing here, a lot of bands and artists use the open area for concerts. The area's name and those of its surrounding stations are based on the name of the huge gate at the entrance to the temple, so it goes without saying just how impressive it all is. It's only 30 or so minutes from the station, and yet I had no idea this place even existed.
もうくたくた。凛花も僕も立ち仕事をしているはずだけれど、さすがにハードな工程だったね。
Meanwhile, Sonia walks ahead of us as we complain about our aching feet.
すごいであります。
Kids just have endurance, man. She blurts out an exclamation of wonder as she points at the Tokyo Tower, visible off in the distance. You can see it clearly past the temple. Its huge red frame is decorated with all sorts of colored lighting. Obviously, I've seen it before, but seeing it this close at night is a completely different experience.
綺麗だ。
Mm.
ああ。
東京素晴らしいであります。
Aww. All three of us are entranced by the sight of Tokyo Tower glimmering in the night for a good while. It brings back memories of the parade and light show I saw together with Miharu at the theme park. Divine Selection wasn't even on my mind back then. Never would I have imagined that I'd wind up in a situation like this. Yeah, I mean, Linka, granted, I would be surprised if you even imagined you would be in a situation like this. I would be concerned if you thought you would be in a situation like this. I wonder if Sonia's reflecting on her life right now. There's a hint of sorrow on her face as she looks up at Tokyo Tower. Oh no, not a
こうして綺麗
CGA.
なものを見ることができて、ソーニャはとっても幸せです。
Oh god. No. Don't give me a CGA. But she looks so happy. Damn. Like, look at her. Look at her. She's too young for this shit, man.
幸せすぎて寂しいであります。
Oh no. Her eyes water and reflect the light coming from the tower. She raises her gaze higher into the night sky, but it does little to keep the tears from running down her cheeks.
きっとこの瞬間がソーニャにとって一番幸せなのであります。
Okay. Wow, we really are starting off with the gut punch here.
最初で最後のソーニャの見た、ソーニャが感じた広い世界。
My heart. I am in pain. I am hurt. A critical hit. No. God damn it. The floodgates damming her tears have broken. I understand that feeling all too well. She can't keep the facade up any longer. Her bright smile has been snuffed out by this outburst.
もうおしまいなのであります。これで今日で
Oh. God damn, why? Ah. I feel my own eyes start to water, but I do everything in my power to hold it in. I move to hug her, but Miharu notices and shakes her head at me.
感情移入しすぎてはいけないよ。
Miharu? I know why you're doing this. I know why, but let her hug her, please. She says this quietly enough so that only I hear her. I can't stop myself though. If crying together with her isn't an option, then I want to know that I want her to know I'm here for her, at the very least. There's no doubt she'll crumble in front of reality otherwise.
そうにゃ。
Oh. Oh. 'Time slows to a crawl while Sonia lets out all her emotions. The light from the tower reflects off her tears, causing them to shine like precious jewels. Also, this BGM is too friggin' hype for this scene. God damn it. Remembering that because crying in this situation is likely not just a sadness thing, but also tears of terror, yeah. She's both sad and like scared. I mean, like, that's understandable. She's literally having to face death. That's not easy. That's not easy for anyone.
リンカ、君は。
Yeah, Linka's nice. Linka's so sweet. There's so many young people in Divine Selection, like what the hell? Miharu starts to say something but stops herself. Once Sonia finally settles down, we make our way back to Lion House. It's 9 p.m. by the time we get back. Going out to buy stuff for dinner, not to mention making it, would have taken even longer, so we end up ordering some pizza. Needless to say, the three of us wolf it down immediately.
美味しいであります。日本の食事は最高なのであります。
Man. I forget if she had her book on her, but you know what would make that sadder is if here's the thing. Well, actually, if we have our book on us, then we don't need that's essentially enough. But she's been speaking Japanese like herself this whole time instead of having like the book translate stuff. But imagine if she was just speaking like her native language. Well, actually, that wouldn't surprise me if she was. But maybe she wasn't, who knows? We won't know, but food for thought to make that even more sad. Anyways, let's enjoy some pizza.
宅配ピザこそロシアにもあるでしょう。
そ ソーニャは食べられるものが少なかったでありますよ。何も気にせず自由に食事できることはとても幸せであります。
Ah, I see. Her tone may be cheery, but there's certain weight hidden behind each and every word. Miharu manages to keep things from becoming awkward, though.
凛花の手料理を食べられないのは残念だ。
I'm sorry, we'll do that again. We'll do that another time.
まあもう時間的にね。宅配ピザって子供の頃以来かも。おばあ様と二人暮らしだと特に頼む機会は少ないかもしれないね。うん、あんまりデリバリーするって習慣もないみたい。お蕎麦くらいかな。ピ
Oh.
ザ自体は店でも作ってたから好きだと思うんだけど。
Ah, she'd make homemade pizzas delicious. But soba? Huh, that's an interesting one.
そもそもおばあちゃん好き嫌いないからね。何でも食べるのが健康の秘訣っていうのがおばあちゃんの口癖だったから。
Hmm. She really is healthy for her age, too. She really enjoys bragging about still having all of her teeth intact.
凛花の好き嫌いがないのもおばあ様の影響なんだね。それは間違いないかも。
I realized also this is the first time having Miharu at the table. Like, look at how cute she is. She's also so cheery. But I still have trust issues though. I am still mildly afraid of you.
お姉様のおばあ様でありますか。
Aw, I wish you could
きっ
have.
と素敵な人でありますね。
I wish you could have met her.
くす、よくわかっているね。凛花を育てたのだから当たり前さ。
So says Miharu, who I'm pretty sure hasn't actually met my gran. There's plenty to talk about while we eat our dinner. The topics often revolve around Sonia's family. Her grandmother in particular sounds like a really nice person. Sounds like a nice person. And she's apparently good at sewing. In fact, she's the one who made pasazir for Sonia.
ソーニャ、家で友達がいなかったですから。本を読むときもアニメを見ているときも一人ぼっちにならないようにパサジールをプレゼントしてくれたであります。
Aww.
今日はパサジールも広い世界を見ることができてきっと喜んでいたであります。
Little date between the two lovers and their child. The child we never knew we needed. It's like, hi, this is my wife, and that's my daughter, and this is our pizza. It's great. A heavy yawn erupts from Sonia after that, almost as if to lighten the mood.
お腹いっぱいになったら眠くなってしまいました。
Aw.
今日はたくさん歩いたからね。ゆっくり休みな。
Aw.
おやすみなさいであります。
Alrighty. Sleep well. Saying that, she makes her way upstairs. Miharu and I are now alone downstairs together. Ooh. Miharu ends up being the one to strike up a conversation while we tidy everything up. Hola there, I swear if someone sees my PFP, it's a old drawing I dared myself to wear. It's Don't mind it. Hello, Yoro. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. And welcome to Fatal 12, in which we live in divine selection where we have died, but we got the chance to live again. But then we have to kill other people to do so. It's great. I also did a little research, to figure out like if there are like a lot of endings, and I didn't like look into specifics, but yes, there are several endings, and that includes bad endings, meaning I'm pretty sure we can die. That's horrifying. But yay. I will say if we die, I might end up doing several runs of this because I actually do want to see all the different endings as well as all the different options for choices and see how that impacts stuff, as well as the dialogue for it. Because here's one thing, we had the option several times with like some of the other participants to simply just leave them and not. Like, we could have just left Sonya on the ground. We could have just like not done anything, I think, about the mother who we interacted with. What's her name? Hold on. Wait, I can look it up. Hold on. Menu. Yes, her. Keiko. We could have simply just not done anything for Keiko. But like, yeah. There is we can go the cold route. Like the super cold route. But also do like a mix. I want to definitely see what choices I need to make for some of these endings, because I feel like I'm not gonna know what to do, and I don't want to just go completely blind, but I'm gonna make sure I don't actually see what the endings are. So who knows, I might ask someone to help me compile a choice list for every ending so I can see what happens. But yeah, anyways, back to the game.
ソフィアに尾行らしき影もなかった。11番は相当な自信家で酔狂な人のようだ。
Whimsical even. Wait. Numeral, hold on. Oh, it's Odette. Yeah. Oh, wait, whoa. Oh wait, no, that's just hers. I thought, for a second I thought that was his. I was like, wait a minute, it's 12's regret. No, we're not gonna get that easy. Unfortunate. Okay. Akitomi Haru was on edge the entire day. Mainly because I was the same when I first met Sonya. It's not far-fetched to assume that one person would keep an eye on her parents. And the other would watch Sonya, since two participants are working together. In this case, numeral 3 Federico Carminati would probably watch her parents, while numeral, I think that's 9. Is that 9 or 11? I think that's 11. Hold on. Yeah, that's 11. While numero 11 would be in charge of Sonia because she's the one holding her cards.
ソーニャのカードを3枚持っているから自信があるっていうのは納得できる。でもどうして水郷って思うの？
True. I forgot I wasn't supposed to be here because of PFP. But I guess I'll stay. Hey. Well, good to have you here.
僕の予想では11番はただソフィアに楽しんでほしかっただけだと思うんだ。いいかい？両親と協力して情報を調べることを徹底するなら最終日だって一緒にいさせてはいけない。これは当たり前だね。
True.
でも最後の時は家族と過ごすことを許した。慈悲とそう思われるけれど僕は違うと予想している。
True. Odette is definitely not the kind of person to trust. She will kill you with zero mercy.
カセはソフィアではなく彼女の両親にかけられたんだ。
Yeah.
どういう意味？
ソフィアの両親は選定を心から信じているかどうかわからない。娘が一時的に良くなっているだけだとわずかでも思っているなら病気のソフィアを日本滞在中も気にかけ続けるに決まっている。それこそこんな脂っこいピザなんて食べさせないさ。おっと、僕が嫌いなわけではないけどね。客観的に見ての話さ。
Is that something you have to clarify about your personal opinion on pizza?
ソフィアが知らない世界を見るというのは両親といては成し得ないことだと思う。ここまで言えばわかるかい？
I think so. I think back to Sonia's comment about having the freedom to eat what she likes. Pointing that out must mean she previously didn't have that freedom.
結果的にソーニャは私たちと違って広い世界を見ることができたかもしれない。
もちろん11番にとってソフィアと僕たちが出会うのは予想外だっただろう。だが今まで話したことから考えて11番はソフィアの未練を叶えさせたかったと本気で思っていたように予想できる。たった2日や3日では未練が完全になくなりはしないだろうが、それでも両親との観光では今夜見せたソフィアの涙は意味が違っていたかもしれない。
True.
納得できる。正しいかどうかわからないけどソーニャは心から感動していたと思う。
そしてこれらの情報は11番のパーソナルを知るために重要な情報になってくるかもしれない。おっと、僕が結論として言いたいのはここではないね。
Okay.
これからこの選定を改めて僕と一緒に戦わないかい？
You wanna be... I am still scared of you. She stares deep into my eyes. It takes a while, but she finally comes out with a proposition that feels long overdue. I stare right back, unable to say anything in response. My brain completely shuts down. I honestly have no idea what to say. I can hear the sound of her breathing. Noticing that her nerves are building with each and every breath, I finally answer.
ダメだよ。だってミハルは私を最後の一人にするためにって言うでしょ。
Ooh, That is true. She did say she would die for us, which is a bit much. We know that, and we don't want to sacrifice her. But also, when I think about it like this, is that since her intention is to keep us alive and have us reach the end, technically, for her, the one thing we'd be able to give her the solace of is that we would have to end her, probably, because she'd probably try to keep herself out of danger, as well as Rinka, and then it'd just be them at the end. So, I want, because I definitely don't think she definitely doesn't want to, like, she definitely probably doesn't want to die at the hands of, like, other competitors. This is still kind of fucked up, though. This entire scenario is fucked up. But that's just divine selection, man.
リンカを最後の一人にするのは僕のためでもあるけれどね。
同じだよ。それじゃ違う。私も美晴を最後の一人にするためにって思わなきゃ平等じゃないよ。私はまだどっちが生き残ればいいのかなってわからない。
That one hurts. I can't decide which one of us deserves to live through this. What the
美晴は親友だ。それは間違いないよ。死なれるのは絶対に嫌だ。でもね、私も自分の未練をちゃんと知るまでは、自分がどうして生きているのかって知るまでは死にたくないんだ。迷いがある限り、一緒に行動しても足を引っ張ることになる。
Aww. There's no doubt I'll face a situation similar to when I confronted Alan at the hospital again. I'm sure my resolve will take a hit again when that time comes.
君の未練か。
Miharu trails off. Do you have my regret card? If you do, I swear. Oh god. Hold on. There's no need for her to speak when her expression screams the complicated thoughts she's having. Oh no. The silence doesn't last too long, however.
君はあるいは僕の死因に心当たりがあるはずなのにね。確信を持ったら軽蔑するはずだろうに。
I should have an idea about your cause of death? Did you commit suicide? Was I right about that?
けれども、わかった。今はまだそれでいい。だが、僕のスタンスは変わらない。僕の運命はきっと君のためにあるのだから。迷いがなくなる時を心待ちにしているよ。
美晴。
美晴はどうしてそこまで私を生かそうとしてくれるの？美晴にだって未練はあるはずなのに、自分のカードをちゃんと持っているでしょ。
It's all about you, Rika. She... Also, I need to get more water. I'll be right back. I'm back.
君を愛しているからさ。
Oh, Jesus, we're getting this right away. Wait, what? I leave for water and delay the confession. Holy shit. A. A.
はい。
Ninka's so shocked. Her exclamation. Her exclamation throws me off at first, but naturally she must mean in a friendly way. In a friendly way. Oh my god. This girl. Ma'am, if someone just confesses their love out of nowhere, that ain't that ain't friendly. That ain't platonic.
さて、僕たちももう寝よう。明日ソフィアを見送るのだろ。
Miharu, I love you. Anyways. Ninga straight up just thinking Miharu is just going to say, Ninka, I love you as a roommate. And they were roommates. They were roommates.
そうだね。
Oh my god, they were roommates. I know she's the type of person to use suggestive lines to mask her actual feelings. It doesn't stop me from getting all flustered though. Maybe because there's the off chance that she means it. No, she definitely means it. In that case, I'd have no idea how to handle the situation. That's making it even worse. Girl. Ninka has the romantic awareness of a brick wall. Well, not quite a brick wall. A pretty hard wall, though. Getting to sleep is no easy task after going back to my room. There's way too much on my mind. Lingering in my head the most is what Miharu said, that I should have an idea about her cause of death. I didn't outright deny her claim because, well, it's true. Oh, we do? Oh. I have just been desperately trying to avoid thinking about it because I don't want to see my thoughts regarding my friend's death get turned into a card. There's one thing I can say for sure regardless.
軽蔑なんてするわけないだ
Oh.
ろ。
I want... Seems she's fast asleep already. Judging by her breathing, can't help but be impressed by how good she looks even while sleeping. Girl. And you called the confession of love a friendly confession. These two, you are useless. So useless and so precious. It's okay. Okay. Yeah, that one confirms that. Oh, that's awful. It's hard not to notice the scar on her wrist peeking out from under her sleeve. I assumed, I just based especially on Miharu's behavior, that she took her own life, but that one nails the coffin. Last nail in the coffin for that one. She definitely she definitely probably committed suicide, and it was most likely via that. Warning for all viewers, this game may contain stressing info. Please watch at your own discretion. I didn't think I'd need a viewer discretion thing, but maybe I will eventually in the future. I brew some coffee for both Sonia and Miharu once morning comes around. Sonia doesn't want to drink hers black, so I make sure to put some milk and sugar in. Oh, she's... they're both cute.
久しぶりにここでコーヒーをいただいたね。前とは少し味が変わっている。
前に入れたのはおばあちゃんだったから、ちょっと味は落ちちゃったかな。
そんなことはない。僕は変わったと言ったんだ。この香りがきっとリンカのコーヒーなんだ。
Aw, thanks. Thanks, babe. My coffee, huh? I suppose I have been making slight changes to the way I prepare it for a while. That doesn't matter right now, though. Rather, I can't help but lose myself as I stare at Miharu basking in the morning glow while enjoying her coffee. Girl. It causes me to recall her comment from last night, which forces me to avert my eyes. Ninka, please. Ninka, please. Sonia is staring at her too. I'm not sure if she noticed me doing so and followed suit, but she eventually smiles and speaks up.
お姉様と美晴にソーニャからお願いであります。
Oh. What? What do you want?
パサジールを預かってください。
Alrighty.
だっておばあちゃんからもらった大切なものなんでしょ。
パサジール。ロシア語で旅人という意味だね。
Oh, traveler.
驚きました。美晴はソーニャの国の言葉を知っていたのですか？
ソーニャの思いが、希望が名前にこもってたんだね。
God. A pang of sadness hits me as I remember Keiko's belief regarding the meaning behind one's name, although I do my best to hide it behind a smile. Oh, right.
それでお願いというのは
Keiko valued the weight of a person's name a lot. 'Cause,
この子にもっと世界を見せてあげてほしいであります。ソーニャの代わりにこの子に。
Alrighty, we will. This is so sad. Man. She holds her closest friend out to Miharu with that beaming smile of hers.
僕に渡しても意味がない。だって。
ソーニャのお願いは二人へのお願いであります。
No! This game wants to torment me. God damn it. She leaves Passagier on the table at which Miharu is sitting and prepares to continue with her request. Miharu unconsciously strokes its head with her finger. Aww. I assume it's unconscious of her since she retracts her finger the moment she realizes what she's doing. Aw, she telling us not to get attached, but she did too.
ちょっとだけソーニャの話を聞いてくださいってあります。
But I wonder if she kind of said that also for herself as well. Because Miharu is definitely not cold-hearted. She's much more on edge and cautious because of divine selection, but she's absolutely not a cold-hearted person.
女神の選定は12人が始まりから12週間後、選定の最後の時に本来同じ場所にいるはずだったと言っていました。実はソーニャの病気が悪くならなければ旅行が決まっていたのであります。行く場所はパパとママが決めることになっていたでありますが、日本、東京ということだけは決まっていたのであります。
しかし運命は変わった。ソフィアの病気は悪化した。だが、そうか。君たち家族が東京に来る運命もあったというわけだね。
はい。運命は変わったであります。ソーニャは旅行の前に死んでしまいました。
Let's see.
ソーニャが言いたかったのは、運命は変わるってことであります。悪いように変わるなら、きっといいようにも。
Very true.
女神様が言うには、12人のうちの1人しか生き残れないのが運命とのことであります。でも、運命がそんなにコロコロ変わるものであれば、お姉様も美晴もずっと生きることのできる運命もあるかもしれないであります。
Hopefully, maybe. I have a feeling more than one person is going to make it out. Because, I mean, like, how would this work as, like, a romance game? As a romance visual novel, too. I know it's, like, like, the main thing is divine selection, but there is the romance part of it. So, something has to happen. I hope, please. Unless we just, like, we accept love and then Miharu dies and we're just alone. Who knows? God, that would be awful.
ソーニャはもう間に合わないであります。でもお姉様と美晴ならパサジールにもっと広い世界を見せてあげられるかもしれないであります。
運命が変わる可能性。
ありえないよ。変わったとしてそれは生き残るものが変わるだけ。僕がいる限りそれが凛花であることに変わりはないけれど。
Yeah, there's a way for something different to happen. The rules of divine selection is definitely interesting. Like, hold on. I wonder, can we view it from the summary thing? I mean, Let's see. Golden Week. Yeah. Okay, no, we don't have the rules written here, but it's fine. Oh, I forgot to look at the location thing for the It's fine. I haven't been doing it in a while.
僕らが今生きているのは女神の決めたルールがあるからだろ。
はい。ですが、ソーニャは二人にお願いをするであります。
Sonia speaks with enough confidence to refute Miharu's denial. The look in her eyes tell me that she is convinced by her own words too.
ソフィアは最後までわがままだね。
遺言ですから。
そうか。約束はできないけれど、リンカ、君はソフィアの思いを受け止めるのだろう。
Of course. I nod firmly to reinforce my response. This is probably the only thing I can do for her now.
では、ソーニャは行くであります。
Oh, you're going? Oh. Okay.
お姉様、ミハル、どうもありがとうございました。
ああ。お気をつけて。
ソーニャ、私は楽しかった。絶対に忘れないから。
ソーニャもとても幸せでした。はわ、名残惜しくなってしまうので、もう行くであります。では、さようなら。
She bows deeply before leaving. I watch her sink down into the horizon from the store window.
行ってしまったね。
Yeah. I'm too caught up in my own thoughts to properly register what Miharu says. Nothing can change the fact that Sonia's going to be eliminated tonight. When I think about it, I only have 2 of her cards. I don't even have the option of triggering a simultaneous election like I did with Keiko. Granted, even if I did, it'd be nothing more than a temporary measure to console myself. But seeing her walk off on her own like that is too much.
リンカ。
Oh. Before I can catch myself, I lose my composure. And the tears pouring down my face are proof of that. Oh no! Rinka! And in the end, she couldn't keep back. Oh.
だから最初に君がソーニャと仲良くしているのを知ったとき、僕は君をバカだと言ったんだ。
I know, but it doesn't hurt to care about others, even if it ends up hurting you.
でもリンカは後悔していないと言ったね。その気持ちは今も変わっていないかい？
Because, you know what? By spending time with her, we have a part of her. She lives on still. She'll live on with us. I can't compose myself to respond verbally, so I nod in response.
そんなリンカだから僕は愛しているんだよ。
Girl, this is quite a time to keep saying that. She sits down next to me after saying that. The moment our shoulders touch, I turn and cling on to her. Oh. She stays by my side the entire time I cry. After a glass of cold water, I manage to calm myself down. Oh, water? I'm drinking so much water now. Holy crap. This is my 3rd bottle. No CG for that? Unfortunately, no. Meanwhile, Miharu gets ready to leave because she has to go to work.
では、また明日学校で会おう。
Yeah.
ごめんね。さっきは泣いちゃって。
It's okay.
美晴は強いなって思ったよ。
That's perfectly fine. Strength isn't... Feeling emotions isn't weakness. It can be a weakness in certain situations, but it's not objectively a weakness. At least that's what I think.
くす。自覚がないかもしれないけれど、僕からすれば、君の方がよっぽど強い。
I deny her claim with a shake of my head as she smiles at me.
選定の期間はまだ半分にも満ちていない。凛花の迷いが消えるまで、僕は待っているよ。
ありがとう、美晴。でも私は美晴にもっと自分のことを大切にしてほしいとも思うよ。
Aww.
その言葉、そっくりそのまま君に返したいよ。そういえば、さっきはまた学校でと言ったけれど、次に会うのは夢の中だったね。
These unreal trials.
それ、笑えないよね。
Yeah.
じゃあ、またね。
Mm-hmm.
ああ。
That said, she turns and makes her way out. I should be used to being alone here, yet it somehow feels a lot more quiet than before. It wasn't long ago that the 3 of us were talking and laughing together. It's already almost afternoon, but I decide to open the store up. I also decide to give my gran a call later on in the evening. Aww, because of Sonia. Fuck you, Parka. Just absolutely fuck you, Parka. You suck. You suck so much. I hate you. You have the creepiest friggin' eyes ever. And thus today's session begins. Parker's graceful voice rings throughout the court. I really can't fathom what's going through her mind. For what purpose does she divulge in the intricacies of fate to us? What drove her to begin divine selection in the first place? I mean, Odette's gonna kill her, but even for Odette, I feel like, considering that she allowed her to be like to grant her last wish, it's like, or Federico or Odette's gonna kill her, but I get even they at least had enough heart to like let her enjoy the last bits of her life instead of just keeping her hostage. I've refused to even consider her motivation before now, because I saw her as some ethereal being completely removed from the logic of humans. But now, I find it hard not to remember what Sonia said. fate can be changed. The idea of being able to alter the very events of this ritual had never even come to mind.
皆様釣れませんわね。私と楽しくお話をしても損はしませんのに。
いいから早くしろ。
Alan's curt response serves as his attempt to hurry things along. I wonder where he is in the real world. I stopped researching him after meeting Sonya.
あなた様はいつもせっかちですわね。何か焦っていらっしゃるのかしら？
余計な話を好かないだけだ。それに、
Of course
お
you
前は
are.
中立の立場のはずだろう。僕との会話が他の参加者の有利になるかもしれない。
Oh, I see.
お前自身の行動でこの選定が平等ではなくなるが、女神としてそれはいいのか？
I'm not sure she gives a shit, to be quite frank.
あら、私は中立な立場で平等にこの選定を取り仕切ると申した覚えはありませんけれど。
Yep, that's what I expected from her. She's not neutral. Oh, she's definitely aiming for certain people to live, I feel like. But she hasn't done anything yet because I don't think the time has come where she needs to do something to, like, make things work in her favor. In a fair manner. Jesus.
おい、そりゃねえだろ。
Oh, hi, Federico Carminati. Jeez, you are tall. Federico Carminati is next to chime in. Actually, this might be the first time I've heard him speak. Now that he's got my attention, I realize that he might actually be the tallest one here. And he's pretty stylish to boot. Mafioso. Kinda stylish, man. The suit he's wearing looks great on him. I wouldn't blame anyone if they confused him for a model.
俺たちの命がかかってんだぜ。平等じゃないんじゃ成り立たないだろ。
ったくこいつは。
Hi, Odette. God. God, her six pack. Holy shit.
あら、三番様、いかがなさいましたか？
Numeral 11 reacts to Frederica's outburst, which causes Miharu to shoot me a quick glance. Looks like those two really are working together.
だいたい最初に配られるカードの時点で不公平だろ。
Oh. Since the
俺が初期カードを持ってる二人がこいつに脱落させられちまったんだ。
Oh. Dude, you might not want to reveal the information though. Yeah, so who do we have for, like, cards that do belong? Okay, so we have Federico Carminati, we have the Fire, and we have the Regrets of the Gold Medal, for 9. I believe that's 9, yeah. 4's Cause of Death. We haven't seen 4 yet. Yeah, so the 2 cards of the people that we have, that we got from the start, besides Federico, we have not seen at all, which is interesting. He porn-starts Alan as he states his concerns.
なら貴様の初期カードで有効なのは残り1枚というわけだ。
Yeah, dude, you should not have talked. You're giving information for free, which is not a good thing in this thing.
不平不満をこぼすのもいいが、自分から情報を開示するのは愚かなことだ。
I hate agreeing with Alan, but in this case, yeah, he's kind of right.
てめえ、いい度胸じゃねえか。
僕に現状不満はない。女神、君が速やかに選定を進めればそれでいい。
承知いたしました。あなた様もそれでよろしいかしら？
She turns to face Federico. He refuses to comply, raising his voice in a panic instead.
ちょっと待てよ。あんたたちもそれでいいのか？
What, are you trying to rally people? What are you doing? He directs his question outward to the remaining participants, his arms spread wide. No one responds to him, though. Not even numeral 11, his partner.
これで分かっただろう。不満がないわけではないが、余計なことを話して失態を見せるのは避けたいというのが総意だ。
Damn, okay.
貴様のようにボロを出すのは特に愚かだ。
てめえ、覚えてろよ。
ああ、貴様が脱落するまでは覚えているだろう。
Jesus. Parker ends up being the one to interrupt their argument with a sigh.
もう口喧嘩は現実世界でお願いしますわ。お会いすることがあればですけれど。
That feels like a jab to me. Following that, she makes her way to the center of the court.
それでは今宵も女神の選定を始めますわ。
Here we go.
回りなさい。運命の大時計。
Once again, it's time for us to decide whether or not we want to elect someone. Should things proceed as Sonia believes, numeral 11 will elect numeral 10 tonight. I grit my teeth at the inevitable and announce that I won't be electing anyone. Up next is Miharu, who will likely say the same. This is the fourth election, and it's safe to say there's a solid split between how each of us are approaching the situation. Some have opted to go all out with info gathering, while others are choosing to sit back and let the situation unfold. The facts that numeral 11 and 12 are the only ones to elect anyone yet is proof of that.
僕の番だね。10番。君を指名させてもらうよ。
Miharu? Are you doing this as like a mercy for her? To at least make it... Oh, God.
ここに来て初めての方からのご指名ですわね。承りましたわ。それでは他の皆様にも伺ってまいりましょう。
I can't hide my surprise. That's not That's not good because it could act as a hint to others, as it's known by this point that we're acquainted. But that isn't enough to stop me from acting out. Meanwhile, Sonia seems unfazed by Miharu's election. I wonder if Sonia asked her to do this. That their conversation from that night, that might have been what Sonia asked from Miharu. So she at least had some choice in her death. Oh. Don't tell me, did they plan this from the beginning? I think they did. I think Sonya didn't ask Rinka because obviously I think she knew that Rinka wouldn't want to do it, but she knew she could trust Miharu to do it. I wonder if she exchanged all her cards to Miharu, maybe. Their conversation that night wasn't just about Sonya having Miharu's name card, but this as well. As I'm mulling it over, the clock hand eventually revolves over to numeral 11.
指名するぜ、私はよ。そこの小娘と同じ10番のこいつをさ。
Oh, Dad is pissed. She points to Sonya. Okay, so we have the first time of contestants electing the same person. So we're gonna see how this unfolds. It's obvious she hadn't anticipated this scenario. She doesn't seem bent out of shape though. She looks more like she's enjoying this turn of events, like much like a predator as it bares its fangs towards its prey. Numeral 11 knows that Sonya holds her name card. If Miharu eliminates Sonya, then it's possible that she could end up with said card. Naturally, this is something numeral 11 would want to avoid. The same likely applies to Miharu. And that's why they're both aiming to have Sonya's election called off. It wouldn't make sense for them to put one of their own cards out there to protect another.
さあ、女神さん、こういう場合はどうするんだっけ？
Oh.
指名の優先権を取得するかどうか決めていただきますわ。ご自身のカードを1枚全員に公開すれば優先権を取得できます。この場合、先に決めた側が駆け引きで不利になりますから、同時に決めていただきます。優先権を取得する場合は、ご自身のカードを1枚、私へ差し出してください。
かか、無理で構わねえ。私から意思表示してやるよ。優先権はノーだ。いらねえ。あとはてめえの方で決めてくれ。
Is Miharu doing this to protect Sonya from dying immediately? Because here's the thing. Basically, Miharu's shown that she will vote 10. That she can vote 10. And that there will always be the threat of that. But also, there's a chance that one of them could not select 10 on a different day. But I wonder if Miharu's gonna reveal anything. I doubt she wants to. I doubt she will, but I don't know.
もう、11番様。私がルールを申し上げているのですから、守ってくださいな。それで、2番様はいかがなさいますか？
Parker turns to face Miharu, speaking in a low and soft tone. Miharu nods in response, opening her card book. Oh no, she's doing this shit. Okay. She produces one card from it.
僕は使命のカードを公開しよう。これを持って優先権を取得し、10番、君を指名させてもらう。
No, she's absolutely doing it. Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know if she'd do it or not. This is probably... they definitely struck some kind of deal. I don't know what kind of deal they did, but they did. Sonya remains unfazed by this turn of events. Her expression seems forlorn, but that's been true ever since Divine Selection began. It's interesting though, we still haven't gotten Miharu's name card, so we will actually get it this time. Meanwhile, numeral 11 has stopped smiling. She's giving Miharu a vitriolic glare instead.
使命は捨てか。 あいつ面白いじゃねえか。
Oh god.
承りました。それではこれより2番様による10番様のご指名を開始いたしますわ。
Okay, we don't have it yet. But yeah, I still don't understand why we never got Miharu's name card from the start. What the fuck? A familiar tremor accompanies her statement. Shortly after, Miharu's and Sonia's platform ascend to the upper stratum. Are we gonna get her POV? Yep. Miharu and Sonia face one another in the upper stratum of the Court of Fate. Neither look too happy about what will soon take place. Regardless, they make sure to maintain eye contact.
ミハル、ありがとうであります。
いや、お礼を言うのは僕の方だよ。あの夜、君の方から僕に声をかけてきた時は驚いたけれど、その決断は間違っていないと信じているよ。
So Sonia proposed this.
はい。きっとお姉様ではできない
Yeah.
判断だったと思うであります。
僕は凛花のために命を捧げると決めているからね。覚悟するのはたやすいよ。
But this isn't gonna make it any easier, though.
改めましてごきげんよう。
Parker appears out of nowhere as usual, offering them both a welcoming smile. Miharu looks more displeased by her presence.
あなた様方はお知り合いでいらっしゃったのですね。それに他の参加者たちのように敵意を向け合ってもいません。
The only hostility present right now is being directed toward Parker herself. Miharu makes her desire to not engage with Parker clear by changing the subject.
この後、僕はどうすればいいのかな。
10番様のカードを3枚お選びになってください。そしてそこに書かれている内容を読み上げてくださいませ。
ああ。
Oh. And we get her CG. Her smiling like this kind of makes this a little bit creepy, but oh god, here we go. Miharu's cards emerge from her book and float in the air in front of her. She plucks 3 cards from them.
使命、ソフィア・プリジニチエ・アレクセーブナ。死因、詳細は省いてここに書かれているものをそのまま読むよ。病死だね。ソフィア、君の願いは聞いたよ。僕は約束できないけれど。
Her smile of sadness.
君
Yeah.
の願いを受け止めた。
Her smiling face that hides a lot of different emotions behind it.
凛花が叶えたいというのであれば、僕も最大限協力をするよ。ただし、凛花が最後の一人に残ることが最優先なのは変わらない。
はい、分かっています。それでもソーニャは最後にお姉様とミハルと会うことができて幸せでありました。
I'm glad.
パサジールのこともどうかよろしくするであります。
I will.
ああ。
We will. Miharu casts her eyes back down to her cards. A few moments later, she closes her eyes and recites the contents of the 3rd card.
未練、広く自由に世界を見ること。
All 3 cards begin to move on their own in response. Once they reach the middle of the Court of Fate, they come together to form a triangular shape.
僕はさよならという言葉が嫌いなんだ。願わくは凛花と僕の幸福を祈ってほしい。
はい。
She takes a deep breath before clasping her hands together and offering up a prayer.
凛花と美晴の未来に祝福がありますように。
Oh.
ありがとうソフィア。君のことは忘れない。どうか安らかに。
The light from Miharu's cards glows stronger and brighter until it engulfs the entire area. Miharu makes sure to keep her eyes on Sonia's tear-stained face, no matter how blinding the light grows. Oh, and of course, to experience the death. Feelings of regret and emptiness begin to flow into her. She finds herself laying on Sophia's bed in her room. The doctors rush in as her parents looked on, praying for her safety. The girl reflected upon her life as her breathing grew ever more pain. The ceiling of this room was perhaps the most viewed scenery she'd witnessed throughout her life. She could only ever experience the outside world through a book or a monitor. Freedom remained a foreign concept. Just how much time did she spend imagining the wonders that would come with attaining such a thing? In the end, her life was nothing but dull. Dull to the point where she spent her final moments contemplating her reality and how it compared to the vast world she'd so longed to experience.
趣味が悪いな。脱落した人間の今はの際を指名者に見せるなんてね。
Yeah, that's Parka.
私が意図したものではありませんわ。これは儀式でございますから。あなた様の指名により選定中一時的に変わっていた運命が元の死の運命へと強制的に引き戻される。この場所の力を借り儀式は行われる。その余波があなたに言ってしまうのはあくまで弊害。どうしようもないことでございますわ。
Great. I love that you're saying, yeah, I can't do shit about your trauma that I'm gonna inflict upon you. Anyways, you fuck. About the trauma that I'm literally forcing you to go through. Thanks, I hate it.
待ってくれ。君の女神の意図ではない。
Oh.
これは女神の選定だろう。君の意図しない力が干渉しているというのか。
True, she did say she didn't have a say. So there's something higher? Or maybe there's something else. Rather than receive an answer, Miharu's platform begins its descent. It returns to the lower stratum.
私、無用な詮索をする方は好きではございませんの。
Oh. God, her stare is chilling. Parka utters her words only after Miharu's gotten far enough away. Ooh. God. Ugh. Numeral 2 comes back down instead of Odette this time. It's been obvious that her and Numeral 1 know each other ever since this whole thing started. I also figure they aren't at odds with each other, which means it's likely they're working together like me and Odette. This is Federico's POV. Damn, did tonight ever take me by surprise? I was sure she'd back down once Odette said she would. Odette's obviously going to prioritize protecting her own information over eliminating Sophia. Even if the chance of me cooperating with Sophia existed, it was still a lot less dangerous for Odette to get a hold of the information Sophia had than another participant. Odette's point in ignoring what Parker said was to make it clear that there's no need for numeral 2 to reveal one of her cards. But she went and gave up her name card anyway. Gotta say, that numeral 1 sure is a little runt compared to numeral 2. I assume they're both Asian, but boy does numeral 2 have the right glamour and proportions. Dude, do not say this about Rinka. Get out of here. I'd figured she'd get eliminated pretty quick, but she went ahead and surprised me. That's a woman after my own heart. What the fuck? The best women are the gutsy ones, definitely. Not counting freaks of nature like Odette, of course. So he does like powerful women. Okay. Okay. I see. They're in high school, bro, this guy. I mean, technically you can't really guess age just by looking at people. I mean, some people, yes, you could, but like, in some ways, I guess. Well, they're wearing uniforms, so actually, no, he should know. But like, man.
それではどのカードを取得するかを宣言してください。
She poses the all-important question to numeral 2. No, she's gunning for Odette's card.
僕は1番死因のカードをもらおう。
What the fuck? Why? Okay, no. Okay. Damn, she betrays my expectations yet again.
どういうこと？ソーニャが。
Doesn't look like anyone's more surprised by this turn of events than numeral 1 herself. Can't blame her. Out of all the cards numeral 2 could have picked, she went with the one that belonging to the person she's working together with.
君はまだ理解が足りないようだね。これは選定なんだ。これ以上喋らないでくれ。
Okay, she's saying this out of protection for us. Numeral 2 slaps her with a frigid verbal warning. Numeral 1 is obviously taken aback, but it does cause her to keep quiet.
それでは2番様、指名の優先権を取得した代償として、あなた自身のカードを私にお渡しくださいませ。
Alrighty.
ああ、これでいいのかい？
Parker approaches her and is handed a card. My card book begins to shine immediately after. She did lie about her fucking name. It isn't Mishima. It's Heavy Nada. What the fuck? Okay. I'm a speechless person, so I'm gonna watch and drink. Enjoy your drinks. Be careful. But then also, why is she going by Mishima? Or what the fuck? Oh. Miharu is pretty easy for me to pronounce. Guess this explains the procedure for revealing your card to the others. Feels more fitting to say that everyone simply obtains it. Ebinata could be a diversion. The others check their card books as well.
ミハル、どうして？
今はもう君と話すことは何もない。
Jesus. Numeral 1 was surprised over obtaining her card too. That means Miharu never revealed her real name. God. Safe to say what's going on here at this point if you ask me. Their relationship's done for. No, it's not,
今
though.
宵の脱落者は1名。これをもって選定を終了といたしましょう。
Miharu definitely wants to get all of Rinka's information so she can give it to Rinka, so she can make up her damn mind. But also, it's probably as a protective measure in some ways, because here's the one thing, Miharu is really good with keeping her information under wraps. However, giving her name away is going to make things a little bit more concerning. But I wonder. Parka brings an end to tonight's election, ignoring numeral 1's shock over the turn of events. This whole situation's gotten pretty messy now. I was starting to panic a bit myself, considering Odette and numeral 12 were outdoing me, but I guess we're at the point where anything can happen. And hey, watching Odette get taken for a ride felt amazing. I was even planning on approaching Miharu had she opted to go with Odette's info, but seems like I'm best off sticking with Odette for now. When all is said and done, I have to put some serious effort into containing this newfound ambition of mine. Fourth week's election concludes. Alright. Okay. I will be right back. I'm going to go for a quick bathroom break because I've been drinking so much water. So I will be back in a minute. And I'm back. Oh, wait, hold on. All right. Anyways. Hotel Japan. Oh. Part of the Angel International Hotel Group conglomerate, this Japanese hotel is not actually very well known within Japan itself. Many of their hotels have a large public bath in an annex, though this amenity is limited to Japan. interesting. But wait, now Heminara Miharu. She has our cause of death, but we can't see it, of course. Oh, it's interesting that of all... Yeah. Ooh, oh right, because she's dead now, we have all of it. Death from sickness. Okay, it's just that. Yeah, and now we have... Oh no, we don't have all of them. Okay. Oh wait, no, but she already had them. Oh, right. Forgot. No, he has 2 names. I'm concerned. It's time to meet up with Odette at the hotel, and I still haven't gotten over my excitement about what happened last night in the dream world.
なあ、あいつ見たか。1番と2番のガキ、仲間割れしてたぜ。
Yeah, here we're calling Federico a creep, but also he's a friggin' mafioso. I don't expect him to have like morality.
ああいうのはなんかゾクゾクするもんがあるよな。
This isn't some TV drama, man. This is life. Oh, that makes it obvious how little she cares about listening to me as I ramble on. Ramble on and on. Yeah, but you can also... Yeah, it is interesting. But it also could just be because her illness wasn't something that was actually like the specific illness wasn't really diagnosed. But also, considering her situation, I think there are things that are very specific because of like the nature of them, but also things like illness, because there's just so many, you can narrow it down easily. It's interesting. I don't know. Who knows?
たく、朝からうるせえやつだな。
Oh,
こんなこ
Dad.
とより朝飯だ。ここのホテルのバイキングにはもう飽きちまったが、味は悪くねえからな。
God. Look at her. Oh my gosh.
たく、今後あいつらを脱落させに行くときに役に立ってくるかもしれないだろ。
After saying that, I finally noticed that Odette's in a rotten mood. Yeah. Because in the end, what it really says is that Sonia in some ways outsmarted her and got the leg up on her. The excitement I got from their little quarrel made me forget all about what actually happened during last night's election.
私を出し抜いたんだ。 ミハルってのは侮れねえ。
Yeah, Miharu is badass, but yeah, she's not afraid to do some things. She might look annoyed, but here's the thing. Her voice makes her sound a little thrilled by it. Oh yeah, no, she's definitely excited about this. Oh god. I don't think I'll ever understand this monster's logic. Not after this outburst and what she did to that Russian brat. I can say one thing for sure though. She ain't the only one who thinks things have finally gotten interesting. Meanwhile, Rinka's having a crisis. For the first time in a few days, I'm all alone when I wake up. My eyes feel dry. That leads me to believe I was crying in my sleep. I can't deny that I enjoyed the time I spent together with Sonia. Being with her helped take my mind off of the pressure of divine selection. I do my best to hold back any more tears as I make my way over to my desk. I pick up my card book and peer at the card I obtained last night. That is the one thing. We know Miharu's real name now, and we know her name, and it's like, now we know for a fact that Miharu is a lot more mysterious than we don't know. I feel like we might know her cause of death now, but we had zero idea what her name was, which is horrifying. It's the card that Miharu revealed to every participant in order to earn the right to eliminate Sonia. Ebinata Miharu. That's what's written on Miharu's name card. The surname doesn't ring any bells, but considering her family situation, I can guess what happened. Oh. Some kind of divorce of some sort. So she ended up actually taking a different name, but she still goes by Mishima when she introduces herself, probably. What's more, Miharu obtained my cause of death card last night. Information that even I don't know the full details of. Her actions last night left me visibly shaken, which led her to take on a cold attitude toward me. I can't help but remember what she said. I have nothing more to say to you at the moment. Yeah, she's basically saying, like, if you want to talk more, you're agreeing to this alliance. Also, this water bottle lid is not really staying on and the water is leaking all over me. Jesus. Aha. There's water everywhere. After making that comment, I get ready for school. Yeah, she's kind of threatening us now into this situation. I leave the TV on as I do so, which is how I come to learn some interesting news. Apparently, a suspicious-looking bag was left on one of the Yamanote line trains near Shibuya Station. The police initially suspected it to be an attempted terrorist attack, but after inspections, the bag turned out to be empty. Part of me wonders if one of the divine selection participants might have been involved, but based on the reports, I can't think of any links to them. Oh. As I listen to the report, I suddenly get a pounding headache. I start to feel stressed out and exhausted, both physically and mentally. I must have imagined the grisly scene of a terrorist attack unconsciously while watching the news. Oh, it's the train we were on. Oh, and part of our mind subconsciously remembers, but we're like repressing the memory yet. Ooh. Thanks to all that excitement, it seems like the trains are running late. I make sure to head out earlier than usual. Oh, it might have just been... Okay. Senpai! Hi, Naomi. Hi, I need therapy. I bump into Naomi on my way to school. On my way into school. I never see her in the mornings because she always comes earlier than me, but I guess the trains delayed her enough today. She notices me first, so she spins her body around to face me. Girl, you're gonna break your face one of these days. Except the spin is so sudden that it causes her to lose balance. I quickly grab her hand and support her so she doesn't fall. It's been a while since I last saw one of Naomi's tripping scenes. Then again, it's been a while since I last saw Naomi, period.
すみません。
もう大丈夫？
She struggles to hide her embarrassment as she props herself back upright.
どう？文化祭の準備は進んでる？
そこそこって感じです。まだ内装の飾り付けとかをどうするか全然決まってなくて。あ、でもコーヒーはバッチリですよ。最優先でみんなに教えています。
That's good.
よかった、元気そうで。文化祭はもう来週だから、あっという間だね。
Oh wow, it's next week. Jeez. I'm not even sure how things are going with my own class right now. I might end up helping them out with something the day of, but for now, I have no idea whether or not things are progressing well.
先輩はその
Let's not. No. Just as Naomi is about to say something, a voice calls out from behind her.
おはようリンカと羊さん。
Miharu has just arrived, it seems. As always, her hair flutters elegantly in the wind. She speaks to me like normal, almost as if what happened in the dream world last night never took place. I do my best to follow along considering Naomi's presence.
三島先輩。
Mishima.
じゃあそろそろ私行きますね。チャイム鳴りそうですし。
私たちも。
She skitters off toward the building before I can finish my sentence.
僕はやはり避けられているみたいだね。
Oh. I struggle to find an appropriate response. However, she removes that burden from me by making the response herself.
まあ仕方ない。もともと原因を作ったのは僕の方だってことは分かっているよ。
ナオミと何かあったの？
Oh.
くせ。大丈夫。大したことではないよ。さあ、僕たちも教室へ行こう。遅刻ギリギリだ。
Ma'am? Ma'am. No, I think it is something important.
ちょっと待って。さ、昨日のことだけど。
Oh.
うまく話題をそらしたつもりだったんだけどね。放課後バイトが終わったら僕からライオン館へ行くよ。それでいいかい？
話をそらすっていうの嘘。ミハル、もともとそのつもりだったんでしょ？
Her smile upon hearing my question is enough of an answer for me. She's fully aware that I want to talk about last night's events. The flood of students pouring into the school eventually forces us to ride the wave with them.
さあさあリータン、お昼ご飯の時間だよ。
Can't have high school setting without the Bunkasai special episode. Indeed. It's Bunkasai da! I mean, honestly, having a cultural festival I think would be fun. You know, it would be interesting to experience it. Like, the fact that you could just have a festival at school, it's like, whoa. School festival? My school could never. Or my school could never. Ah. And Rinny. Mal darts over to my desk as soon as the bell for lunch break rings.
今朝は朝ごはんを食べてなかったからお腹が空いてもう限界。
Eat food.
朝ごはん食べてないのはいつもでしょ？じゃあ、ミハルにも声を。
にゃ、ミハルンは今日奨学金の説明かなんかで先生のところに行かなくちゃいけないんだって。
Oh. You know what I just thought of? The fact that in actual fate considering 3 people died. I'm pretty sure Naomi died in that explosion. Miharu died from something else, and of course we died in the explosion. If Naomi didn't live, Mao would have literally just had no one. We all would be gone and she would be alone. I am so sorry.
で、さっき先生がミハルンのこと呼んでたの聞いてなかったか。
あ、そういえば先生に呼ばれてたような。
リータンは相変わらず変なところで抜けてるな。なので今日は2人だよ。
She grabs my hand and drags me along to the cafeteria.
リータン、今日はパンじゃないんだね。
ああ、なんとなく。マオもだね。
うちはリータンがご飯系にしたから合わせたのだよ。
Ooh. Oh, Mao has opted for karage this time around while I've gone with curry. Those both sound delicious and I wish I could eat food right now, but I can't. We don't normally go for this kind of stuff since we need to carry it all the way to the rooftop, but I wanted something with a strong flavor today, so I picked this without too much thought.
リータンは辛いの苦手だと思ってたけど、カレーなんだね。
Pinka probably just wants anything that can make her slightly not think right now.
いや、辛いのも甘いのも好きだよ。極端に辛かったり、やたら甘かったりするのが好きじゃないだけ。
知ってたよ。
Mao nods her head multiple times in an attempt to seem all-knowing. I dismiss it with a smile. As I smile, I remove the packaging on my curry. If I don't do it now, odds are I might actually forget to eat it while talking with Mao. I had curry. We don't normally go for these since we have to... I've never been more disappointed in my life. I'm joking, but ow. What?
にはははは。疲れてるんだね、リータンも。
What the fuck was that laugh? What was that laugh? Yeah. So the voice actor chose a direction there.
どうしたの？急に。
いや、だってスプーン忘れてるからさ。
We don't have a spoon for our curry, goddammit. You can pick up chopsticks and spoons at your leisure in the cafeteria, but it completely slipped my mind that I need one. All I have is a small hand towel.
では、そのおしぼりとこれを交換してあげよう。
Oh boy. She produces a plastic spoon from within the plastic bag she has with her. She hands it over to me in exchange for my towel.
さて、魔王様と呼びなさい。
No.
どうもありがとう、マオ様。
Okay. Wow, that was immediately.
こうも平然と言われると面白みがないというか。
No, okay. Looks like she was banking on me being not too pleased about having to bow down to her like that, but apparently we just don't give a crap. I figured that was going to be her ultimate demand, hence why I said it right up front.
本場のインドカレーみたいに手で食べることになっちゃうとこだったね。
Just hearing the word Indian causes Alan to pop up in my mind for a brief moment. Fortunately, her joke is a bit on the extreme side, so my involuntary reaction works for her too. I end up spending all of the lunch break chatting away with Mao. Just as we are about to finish eating, she brings up a topic I don't expect.
そういやさ、リータンは気づいてないかもしれないけど、ここ最近、ナオリンはずっとリータンのこと気にしてるよ。
I ask her what she means, but she waves off my question and continues.
あれは完全に恋する乙女の瞳ですな。
Thanks.
バカ。 そういう言い方はナオミに失礼でしょ。
Rinka, people can't be in love with you, actually.
いやーまあいいんだけどさ、最近ナオリンほったらかしにされて寂しそうだよ。
I think she's just extremely worried considering divine selection.
ほったらかしって、ナオミも文化祭の準備で忙しいって言ってたからさ。
ミハルンに比べればナオリンは我慢しちゃう子だからね。ともかくさ、リータン自身が最近ずーっと疲れちゃってるからさ、ちょっとは休んだ方がいいよ。
Get proper rest. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
リータンが元気ないと基本的にうちらみんな元気なくなるしね。リータンが今どれくらい元気がないかっていうと、スプーンを忘れるだけじゃなくてカレーを食べながら口の周りを汚しちゃうくらい。
Fuck. Damn it. She opens the pack containing the towel I traded for a spoon and hands it to me.
ほれ、おしぼりあげるから魔王様と呼びなさい。
魔王様。
God. Thanks.
またか。
And yep, guess I do have curry plastered all over the left side of my mouth. こんにちは。日本語読めねえ。ちょっと待って。brr. Monteya. Hello. Hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. 来てくれて本当にありがとうございます。そんなに日本語喋れないけど。でも頑張ります。Hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's nice to have new faces around. Mal's probably right. Everything that's happened recently has left me mentally exhausted. Even so, I doubt I'll be able to get any proper rest in the near future. After all...
まあ、とは言っても、リータンには魔王様のどんなアドバイスも無駄なのは分かっておるよ。
まあ、そうですけど。そうなんだ。
あんたね。
Rinka. But I mean, she's not wrong. Mao jams her trash into the plastic bag before standing up.
だからせめてリータンの好きなようにすればいいさ。
Oh.
ありがとう。
I am genuinely grateful to hear that from her. There's no way she could know about divine selection. Not even Miharu would divulge that sort of thing to her. And that's okay. That's how it should be. That's exactly why her words are such a relief to hear.
じゃ、これ捨てといてね。うちはミハルのとこ遊びに行ってくる。
Thanks for dumping your garbage with me. She hands me the plastic bag and takes her leave. Once she's gone, I finish up my own lunch before following her lead. Man, so much has happened. Hold on. A card book. Okay, we don't have anything else. Oh yeah, summary. What do we have for week 4 here? Yep, Sonia. Okay. First Sonia, Miharu. She gives Miharu another request. Coldly tells Rinka off. Numeral 3 seems a rift before 2. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Oh man. After classes end for the day, I head out of school with the intention of going home. However, なんで However, once I reach the gate, I notice Naomi leaning against the wall with her eyes cast down. She doesn't seem to have noticed me, so I call out for her.
先輩、実は先輩を待ってたんです。
お。
私を？あれ、文化祭の準備はいいの？
はい。今朝飾り付けがまだって話をしてたと思うんですけど、小物とか全然決まっていなくって。
Aww. He wants to talk to us.
カップとソーサーをたくさん揃えると予算オーバーなので、紙コップなんですけど、せめてコースターとかマドラーとかお砂糖入れとかは可愛いのがいいって。
Aww. Oh, I see, I see. ちょっと待って。ナオミ、そう。かわいいでしょ。僕たちの後輩。
それで、もしお時間あれば、買い物に付き合ってくれませんか？
Ooh. Oh, yes. Budget probably isn't their only issue. I doubt they have enough people to wash mugs one by one. It's probably best that they stick to disposable plastic ones anyway, what with all the hygienic issues to consider at events. And hello Tristan, thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Okay, there we go. Man. このゲーム本当に好きだ。Though it causes me so much pain. 好きけど、まあ、このゲーム痛いな。心痛い。いつも。I won't see Miharu until later tonight anyway, so it'll be fine as long as I keep track of the time.
大丈夫だよ。でもそれくらいならメッセージで教えてくれればよかったのに。
事前に言ったら先輩に予定を当てさせちゃうんじゃないかなって思ったので。本当に時間があればっていいですから。
She's being considerate. She trails off, drawing her eyes away from me. It's my fault that she's acting this way around me, so I can't exactly brush her off.
もう気にしなくていいのに。じゃあ行こうか。とりあえず渋谷に知ってるお店があるからそこから見てみよ
う。Rinka is very cute. 本当に。Rinkaはすごく可愛い。可愛いと本当にちょっとおちびちゃんだ。背は高くないや。高くない。Yay! We're gonna hang out! Hell yeah! With that, we make our way to the station. After we finish our shopping trip in Shibuya, we hop on the train to head home. Ah, yes. Nice to finally have a day without suffering for once. Indeed! At Shinjuku, we have a little downtime while we wait for our transfer to arrive.
ありがとうございます。さすが先輩ですね。可愛いのがたくさん買えました。
幸せです。I am happy. I am so happy.
ならよかった。
Why are you all the way off to the side? You're like right where my head is. Homish just let me speaking too soon. I hope so too. Naomi struggled to make a decision in the store, so she ended up picking 3 different items for each category. Her plan is to show them to the rest of the class and then decide on which to use. Yes. Ma. I get to spend time with cute Naomi.
でもナオミは偉いね。リーダーって感じ。
そうだよ。
いえ、ただ私以外に仕切る人がいないから流れで私がリーダーみたいになっているだけです。
But you're doing well.
そういうところが偉いねってことだよ。
She must have felt her face burn. She must have felt her face burn a bright red as she diverts her gaze from me immediately. Ah, tere tere. Kawaii. Kawaii. From what I've heard, it sounds like she's getting along with her classmates as well. I wouldn't be surprised if her taking charge of the culture festival played a part in that. Considering how scared of me she was when we first met, she's definitely come a long way. I guess that makes her the exact opposite of me. Just as we're about to get on the train, she steps in with a sharp glare. Wait, what? Then she leans in and whispers.
先輩、あの人。
Oh, 誰? Oh, it's the person who brought that bomb. It's the boy or girl, I don't know. 男と女の子とわからないけど。でも、最初は、この人は僕たちを殺したんだ。爆弾で。爆発だ。でもなんでこの場所いるんだ? Why are they here? He motions towards someone in the distance with enough subtlety to prevent bringing us any undue attention.
銀の髪の。
銀。
Okay, yeah. My shoulders stiffen the moment I spot her. Her train hasn't arrived yet, so...そうだよ。Oh, looks like her train hasn't arrived yet, so... Oh, it looks like she does at least. A bit, probably.
ナオミ、先帰ってて。
Ooh.
待ってください。先輩がそんなに焦るってことは、あの子、選定の参加者なんですよね。確か、子供が2人混ざっていたって 言ってました。
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Numerals 4 and 10, to be precise. Sonya's been eliminated, which only leaves 4. Okay. Oh boy. I happen to have her cause of death card, but other than that, I don't know a single thing about her. I chalk up her appearance here as a coincidence, but that'd probably be a mistake. Not only have Sonya and Alan turned up in Shinjuku, but now she has too. There's gotta be a reason. The foggy spots in my mind, memories regarding my cause of death, and what Park explained at our initial meeting are likely linked to the same reason. I shouldn't waste my time trying to figure that out right now, though.
聞いてますか？
Ah, すまん、Naomi.
ごめん、ちょっとあの子のことを考えてた。ってあれ？そういえばどうしてナオミがあの女の子を知ってるの？
Oh.
どこかで見たことがあるような気がして。でもそんなはずはないですよね。先輩から聞いていた情報からなんとなく想像していたんですかね。
Oh, it's the same conversation kind of we had before.
あの子、男の子じゃないですか？
Neither of us now.
男の子かな。華奢だし。
Yes, you've had this conversation.
あれ？この会話をどこかでしたような。
そう思い出してリンカ。
私が言いたかったのはそうじゃなくて向こうはまだこちらに気づいていないみたいです。だったら後をつけた方がいいと思います。
Yeah, probably good. The tone of her voice matches the serious expression on her face.
少しでも情報を持っておいた方がいいかと。
True.
ごめんなさい。私余計なことを。
Wait, I thought they all died at the same time, so why are these events happening now when it's been established that those who lost the game have already died? I think they've already died for sure. I think, Ninka mind reset now. 死ぬの記憶は失った。Yes, I think I said that right. But from what I can assume is that they're probably here and they probably remember what happened and what they did, because I mean they brought the thing onto the train. But I wonder, like, yeah, because it's already a different time, so this isn't a repeat.
Mm, ありがとう。私もそのつもりだったから。でも一人で行く。だからさっき先帰っててって言ったんだ。ごめんね、言葉足らずで。
Yeah, deja vu. Her gaze falls to the floor, and after a moment of consideration, she nods.
はい。危険があるのは分かっていますから。でも、もし写真を撮ったりして、それをもとに家での調べ物とかがあれば、私、いつでも先輩の協力をします。させてください。
Now the Eurobeat is playing in my head. Deja vu, la bada bada da 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 bada bada. Ma, bolden that. Of course, when you hear Deja Vu, you gotta give homage to it. But thank you, Naomi.
すごく嬉しいよ。ありがとう。
ありがとう。
はい。 気をつけてください。
I respond with a firm nod before we part ways.
ごめんね、ナオミ。
Aw. I apologize to her under my breath after we split up. Next, I pick up my pace to keep with the girl in sight. Oh, here's a house. After 30 minutes of tailing her, we finally reach what seems to be her destination. Upon leaving Shinjuku Station, she takes the Chuo line all the way to the residential district. Judging by her familiarity with this area, she must live around here. She certainly doesn't look Japanese, but there aren't any hotels around here. That means she probably isn't here on holiday with her family, unlike Sonia. That leaves only one alternative. It's hardly surprising though. Lots of foreigners live in this area.
あの家だ。
Oh. She stops in front of and then makes her way into one of the houses. Seems like a pretty old place, older than the houses around it anyway. Another thing that makes it stick out is how run down it is. A decent earthquake could probably shake it down with ease. I'm hardly a pro when it comes to tailing people, but I think it's safe to say that I wasn't noticed. There's no need for me to escalate things yet, so I check out the nameplate at the entrance after making sure she's gone inside. It's a bit faded, but not enough to make it illegible. Ushizuka. Okay. Safe to say that's the surname of this house's owner. Does the same apply to her though? My instinct says no. In fact, it's entirely possible that she's squatting at an empty home for some temporary lodging. Ducking behind the wall of the house next door, I try to eavesdrop on any conversations going on. Lucky for me, I'm able to hear something. Nothing specific, but the walls are thin enough to leak out the voices from inside. Sounds like there are at least two people inside. One is likely the girl, but the other sounds like an old man. I guess that the latter owns this place, which means the girl is probably staying with his permission. I wonder, does my card book work with conversations involving someone who isn't a participant? Considering I was able to hold a conversation with that one tourist before I even knew anything about Divine Selection, it's probably safe to assume it does.
そろそろ戻ろう。
It's my best option for now, especially when I can't make out exactly what they're saying. Just as I'm about to walk away, a passerby starts talking to me. She's in her early 40s and is carrying a bag from the supermarket. I assumed she was out buying things for dinner.
あら、牛塚さんに用事かしら。
Oh. Maybe we can get some info. 情報手に入れてかな。
いえ。
I am taken aback at first, but she might know something about that girl if she lives in the area.
この家って昔から外国人の子供が住んでいたんですか？
あら、あなたも気になる？
Oh. Her face twists into a sly grin in addition to her spawn. I know her type. That's the exact same expression made by the kids at school when they gossip about others.
牛塚さん、家族と縁を切ったのか。ある時期からずっと一人暮らしだったのよ。
Oh.
あんまり家から出ないもんだから、近所では餓死したんじゃないかって噂も頻繁に立ってたの。数日経ってフラフラしているところを見かけて、ああ、大丈夫だった。なんてことよくあったのよ。
Huh.
高齢者の孤独死って最近増えてるらしいし、大変よね。でも一月前くらいかしら、急にあの女の子の姿を見るようになって、近所では何か複雑な事情があったんじゃないかって噂になってるのよ。
複雑な。なんだろ
昔は夜の店での遊びが激しくって隠し子がいたとか。あら、こんな話はあなたに聞かせる話じゃないわね。
Thanks for the oversharing of information there. That's funny. The look on her face practically screams that she wants to keep going.
じゃああの子のことは皆さん知らないんですね。
ええ。牛塚さんが海外で悪いことをしてたんじゃないかって勘ぐる人もいて、みんな関わりたがらないのよ。通報して恨まれたりしたら嫌だものね。それにあの子病気を持ってるんじゃないかって噂もあるくらいだから、みんな近寄りたがらないのよ。
Why are all the children in this game ill? Why are there so many ill people?
あなたも気をつけなさいね。最近あの人が気になってる人が多いみたいだけど。
すみません。ありがとうございました。
Just listening to her gab on and on has pissed me off. Ma. I won't judge anyone for hazarding a guess about something, but using it as an excuse to spread unsavory rumors about him feels wrong. Plenty of older people live by themselves, so why would they make comments at his expense about it? Having given her many thanks, having given her my thanks, I use it as an excuse of my own to cut the conversation off there. My hunch seems to have been on the mark at least. I might be able to find something out about that girl if I talk to him. I should head home for now though. I've still got the store to attend to. Oh, we're on the train. I make sure to message Naomi on the train home. I assume she's worried about me, all things considered. No point in giving an in-depth report, so I just text a quick summary. It doesn't take too long for her to reply, telling me to get in touch if I need help. She said something similar when we split up too.
でもあの子と住んでいるのっておじいさんですよね。妙に気になるような。
I'm curious about her thoughts on the matter, but that would just invite the same gossip as that lady. I need to handle this on my own. It's down to me to gather as much info as I can. Instead, I simply reply with an "It's all good," to which she responds with an emoji. I need to handle this on my own. It's down to me to gather as much info as I can. I prep to open the store as soon as I get back. A few people swing by, but no one stays for long because it's a weeknight. Once 9 p.m. rolls around, I close up shop. Miharu stops by around then, just like she said she would.
Yeah, Rinka.
Alright, hi Miharu, you need to give me an explanation.
お疲れ様。コーヒー入れてあげるね。
ありがとう。いいのかい?
It's fine. I nod and follow up by telling her that we might be here for a while. After making enough for both of us, I move over to our usual table.
話といっても、ほとんど確認だろ?
Yes. She wastes no time in getting into the meat of things. She takes a sip of her coffee before going on.
今日も美味しいよ。
ありがとう。ってそうじゃなくて、先週のあの夜、ソーニャと話していたのは私の死因のカードについてもだったんだね。
そうさ。君はソフィアが君のカードを持っていることを想定していなかっただろう。しかし、ソフィアは悪意があって、それを言わなかったわけではないらしい。 君に必要以上に疑われることはしたくなかったそうだ。
I see. That makes sense. Though it is interesting. We've met the person who had our name card. We've met the person now who's had our death card. I wonder either Miharu or the bomber possibly has our regret card. And what is our regret? That is truly the question.
わかるよ。私は初め、ソーニャのことをすごく疑ってたから。
仕方のないことだよ。もっとも、だからこそ僕はソフィアに確認をした。正確には、僕たちのカードを持っているかということを。
ああ、なるほど。
そして実際、ミハルの使命のカードも持っていた。
Yeah.
ああ。だがソフィアは信頼されないことを恐れずに最初に言っておけばよかったと後悔はしていたようだよ。
あ
あの子らしいね。
Indeed.
そうだね。その点については僕も同意だ。悲しいくらい彼女は純粋だった。
Oh god. How could I just like describe divine selection in Japanese? Hold on. できないよね。I don't know. I don't know how to do it. 3のカードがいる。名前のカード、死のカード、そして、後悔のカード。もっと説明したいけど、そんなに日本語わからない。本当にごめん。Memories of us sitting together at this very table come flooding back. It was like we were nothing more than 3 friends hanging out.
僕としては11番の女性のように積極的に相手を脱落させている相手に僕のカードを取られるのは避けたかった。そしてそれ以上に君のカードを選ばれるのが怖かった。
守ってくれた。ありがとう、ミハル。
だからソーニャを指名したんだね。
I hesitate to press the issue further, mainly because it involves questioning how she can be so calm and collected in the face of all this. It's entirely possible that I'll hear something I don't want to if I ask. And yet, I end up asking her anyway.
ミハルはどうしてそんなに冷静でいられるの？
悲しむことが本当に必要なことかい？
Oh. I can't bring myself to snap anything back to her. That's the exact response I was afraid I'd hear. It's not like I don't understand her point. I know that there's no point in being upset.
ミハルはそれで いいの？
構わないよ。君が選定の参加者だと知った時から僕の気持ちは変わっていない。君のために僕の命を捧げさせてくれ。
Oh wow.
もういい。もうそれは分かったよ。
Oh. He's sad. I can't help but be blunt. While I expected such a reply, it's still not what I wanted to hear. I don't have it in me to say anything more though.
気持ちの整理がつかないのも無理はない。昨日の今日だからね。そうやって悩めるのがきっと凛花の強さだからね。
The tone of her voice doesn't falter.
今日はもう終わりにしよう。しかし存外話が早く終わってしまったけれど、僕はまだコーヒーを飲み終えていない。もう少しここにいていいかい？
But wait, can we know our cause of death, please? My only response is a quick nod. Just as she said, I'm still distraught over what happened. What's worse, I seem to get more aggravated at night. I end up waiting for Miharu to finish her coffee. Ah, Fresh, thank you so much for the Japanese explanation of divine selection. I hope that helps. I end up waiting for Miharu to finish her coffee. I can't bring myself to look her in the eye during that time, not even once.
では、僕はそろそろ行くよ。
ごめん。ちょっと待って。
I stop her just as she gets ready to walk out. There's still one more important question left for me to ask.
美晴の名前は
Oh, this one.
そのいろいろあるのは分かってるけど、前の名字はヘビナタなんだよね。
Oh, it was her previous surname. I see. I'm surprised we're not asking about our cause of death, but who knows.
私は美晴の名前を知っているのに、三島美晴でカードは作られなくて、ヘビナタ美晴が美晴の使命のカードだったよね。
戸籍上の名前は僕は三島美晴だよ。
Oh, I see.
つまり私の疑問っていうのは、カードが作られる基準がよくわからなくって。
ああ、君の疑問はもっともだ。そしてきっとそれは選定において女神の説明不足な部分であり、ルールの穴と言うべきかもしれない。
I managed to catch a brief glimpse of her sadness in her expression. There's no doubt she's not very comfortable discussing this topic, and yet she's doing her best to act unfazed for my sake. I make no effort to stop her though. She knows that I've noticed, which is why she's bothering to explain it in the first place.
謝ろう。君には嘘を教えていた。
Ooh. Her expression grows much more pained as she says that. I feel kind of bad about it, so I can only imagine how she feels.
このことを説明するには、僕のことをもういくらか詳しく話さなければならない。僕の名字は両親が離婚して変わったわけじゃないんだ。別の理由で僕はヘビナタから三島になった。
Okay.
だが僕の母親は君の知っている通り、あまり褒められた人間ではなくてね。 この際はっきりと言おう。僕は母親が嫌いだ。
She has talked to me about her mom before, about briefly. About her habit of wasting money and her failure to do any chores, for instance. That's why Miharu has several part-time jobs and has to deal with the household chores as well. Oh, okay. So Miharu's mom is a scumbag, good to know. Unlike most students at Ameta, she's far from financially sound. The only reason she can attend is due to her scholarship.
僕はできることなら父親の姓を名乗っていたかった。今でもそうできなくなってしまった運命を呪っている。
Oh. I sense there's a lot more to this than what she's telling me. It's likely that everything she suffered through links back to whatever that could be.
この選定におけるカードのルールは、僕は全てが論理的なものではないと思う。いわゆる認知というものに頼りすぎている。
Oh, I see. You can't make blind guesses when it comes to someone's cause of death in regret cards. Knowledge of the events surrounding them is a requirement. Each participant's perception of those events takes priority. In other words, there's no universal criteria in place for participants when it comes to creating new cards. That's Miharu's point.
今回の場合もそうだ。僕は自分の名前が三島美春だということを受け入れていない。
ああ。
だから美春のカードは海老名美春なんだね。
I see.
きっと僕の心の奥深く、夢に現れる深層心理でも同じことを思っているのだろうね。
I see.
私は論理的かもって思うよ。
Oh?
そもそも名前って絶対的なものじゃない。生まれたばかりの赤ちゃんには名前がないもんね。名前は誰かがつけるものだから。
Aw, kind of using what we learned from Keiko. If it weren't for Keiko, I probably would have agreed with Miharu. But now, this is how I truly feel. Surnames change all the time due to marriage. Not only that, but you can even get it changed legally if so inclined. It's not always cut and dry like that, sure, but names are still something that reflect a person's individuality over all else.
なるほど。認識自体が認知の上に成り立っているということか。僕は自分の名前に縛られていたからね。視野が狭くなっていたよ。
大げさだよ。でも疑問は解消したって感じかな。
君を混乱させてしまっていたね。
No, it's fine.
みんなそれぞれいろいろあるでしょ。けど私にとって美春は美春だからそれは何にも変わることはないよ。
Indeed.
くす。
She giggles with a smile in response to my proclamation. And it's not a forced smile either. It is sincere, one of relief.
話は変わるけれど、運命の大広間であんなことを言ったから、君に避けられないか心配していたよ。
本当に私は分かってたよ。
ああ。
これで参加者のうちの何人かには僕たちが仲間割れしたと思い込ませることができたはずだ。
I have nothing more to say to you at the moment. The other participants must have figured out our friendship because of how we'd been talking to each other since the very first election. In fact, Sonia assumed that we were friends from the start, too.
タイミングはバッチリだったね。
Indeed.
では、そろそろ行くよ。
Why is this a choice? No, you don't just give me these choices. Why? See you tomorrow. Okay, take care. They're so similar. What's the difference? What? I don't know. I guess this one's a little more distance and this one's more close. また明日 かな should I? I don't. See you tomorrow. If we're going full Miharu, but it's like hyper. Yeah, I know. What's the difference? I'll see you tomorrow.
また明日学校で。
She smiles and makes an ever so elegant exit from the store. I don't know what I've chosen now. Funny, I made coffee thinking we'd be talking for a while, but the real conversation only began after we'd finished drinking it. I take a moment to stare at Miharu's empty cup before getting back to my usual routine. Why was that a choice? Oh my god. I slept so soundly last night that I didn't even dream. Hard to believe such a concept has taken on a whole new meaning for me. I never considered the possibility of a whole other world existing within our dream. Not to mention a goddess like Parka coming along and connecting me with the others through said world. I mean, who could imagine meeting complete strangers within your own dream? It'd be a romanticized situation if this were a shoujo manga, I'm sure. I cast my mind back to the other participants' appearances. That's when I remember something crucial. Oh. One is an old man. Naomi's message from yesterday springs to my mind. Oh wait, also, yeah, wait. They're here now. Cause of death, fire. She said that there's definitely something suspicious about that girl and where she's staying. It's not just any old man either, he's Japanese. That man is numeral 5. Oh, we have numeral 5 now too. Ooh boy. I might be onto something. So that means the other numeral we haven't seen is the one that we have the regret for. Numeral 9. We don't have 9. I might be onto something. Actually, I should have caught on right away. There's still plenty of time before I need to be at school. I want to try something. My decision made, I make my way to the old man's house. Fortunately, I make it all the way without getting lost. It's a pretty tricky route after all, but jotting down the address yesterday turned out to be worth it. But I probably would have been fine without it, considering I've somehow managed to memorize the route. I make sure to keep some distance to avoid looking suspicious. It may be early in the morning, but people are still passing through. Once the area empties out, I check inside his mailbox. I feel pretty bad about doing this, but it's necessary. There are a slew of letters in here, definitely more than a day's worth. Most of them are from debt collectors. Oh boy. Not from one collection agency either. There are multiple different senders. I ignore all that and grab a random letter and remove it from the box. I want to see whom it's addressed, of course. Ushizuka Shigetsugu. That has to be the name of the old man living here. Just to be sure, I check a few more others as well. They all cite the same name. All that's left is to get a glimpse of his face. I consider waiting for him to leave the house, but I need to remain mindful of the time. As important as this is, I still have school. Helps that I'm probably safest there too. Just as I decide to stick around for as long as I can, I notice two figures in the distance. Two figures that I recognize even. One male, the other female, both are foreigners and tall. Oh no, it's so dead. Federico. Oh shit. There's still plenty of distance between us so that I can't make out their faces. Not that I need to. I can tell it's them based on their silhouettes. Not only are they participants, but they're also the most dangerous duo by far. Numeral 3 and numeral 11, Federico Carminati and his partner. I instinctively duck for cover. They have to be targeting the girl. Either that or they're looking into the relationship between her and the old man, just like I am. Assuming he turns out to be a participant, it's likely they've tracked him down to here. Numeral 11 is carrying a notepad. Ooh, actually, if we can snag the notepad, yo, information goldmine. I assume she's gotten hold of his address somehow. In that case, they must be coming for him instead of the girl. After all, she wouldn't be listed as living here. Just as I am deciding whether to stick around or head to school, the front door gets propped ajar. Noticing this, the duo duck into a nearby alley. From what I can tell, numeral 11 is the one who prompts them to do so. That surprises me. She seems like the kind of person to leap in when the opportunity presents itself, so I didn't expect her to tread so carefully. Both the girl and the old man are likely aware of the situation they've put themselves in. So it's only natural for them to scout out their surroundings before they leave the house. Deciding that the coast is clear, the door swings open. Light pours out of my bag all of a sudden. The moment that old man steps out of the house, in fact. That's when I become certain that he is Ushizuka Shigetsugu. His appearance matches what I saw in the dream world, a tenacious looking old man. I get the impression that he was a shut-in of sorts before, but his current attire of a sweater and loose pants says the opposite. Numeral 11 and Federico remain hidden for some reason. Regardless, I've confirmed that Ushizuka is a bona fide participant. It's safe to say that I'm putting myself in danger if I stay any longer. As such, I slink back to the station, taking care not to bump into any of the others. Interesting that we don't actually get to see him. Oh. Ooh. Bingo does it. Ooh. Oh yes, it's him. This guy. Okay. Now we have the name. Oh, wait. This is revert Tsugushige. Did I just friggin' mispronounce it? Or did they do a typo? I don't know. Looks like, okay, yeah. I whisper to Odette when the old timer leaves his house. She may have whispered, but she also slams her foot down on mine. Gotta admit, she's uncharacteristically cautious at times like this. You'd think someone massive like her would charge right in, but nope. She even keeps us a fair distance from the house to ensure we aren't seen. Granted, putting this much distance between us means she gets that her massive body don't lend itself to stealth. She can slip. I mean, hey, look at Odette. Yo. She could crush any of us, and I think we'd all welcome it. Enough about her, let me recall how we ended up here in the first place. Me and Odette had a talk about who's a target after the third election, where that crazy thin Japanese lady got eliminated. Odette's intuition played a big part in us targeting Ro, so we still hadn't made use of the cards we were dealt at the beginning. Knowing there'd be a name or two among these initial cards, we decided to go after whoever was in my set. Normally I'd be against showing off my cards, but Odette told me which card she'd taken from Ro immediately afterwards, so, well, not like she chose to do that without planning to get something in return. Turns out I had that Russian kid's named card, Sophia something something. The kid had been through some rough stuff, but it ain't any of my concern. We took her parents hostage and Odette got her to spill her life story. Thing is, she implied that she had one of Odette's cards. Not only that, but Odette decided to give her some time to screw around. Time to let her get over her regret, really. Can't say why she did it, but there ain't no point in trying to get into that woman's head. I wouldn't have been able to learn much about Sophia with just her name, so I decided not to complain. Had things gone according to plan, Odette would have eliminated Sophia, but that Miharu broad one-upped her. Make no mistake, Odette isn't the type to let something like that slow her down. We were the same in that regard. Plenty of things went awry for me back in Italy, but I never took issue with it. In fact, the situations are when people expose their worst side. You gotta make the most of that. Also, I actually didn't read Loneliness and Starvation. What a title right there. Okay. Outside residence. A rickety old house with a bit of a reputation in the neighborhood, more because of the mystery who actually lives in the house rather than its actual age. They all seem to have just given up on dealing with it, hoping that it at least just doesn't deteriorate any further. Oh. Just like I said in the Court of Fate, 2 of the 3 cards dealt to me at the beginning belong to participants that's already been eliminated. Next up is numeral 5, Ushizuka Shigetsugu. Or Tsugushige. Depending, I don't know why it's reversed in the menu, but who cares. Odette had his name card, so we used it to dig up dirt on him, and here we are.
Oi, ぼーっとしてんじゃねえ。撤退するぞ。
は？なんでだよ。相手はジジイだ。とっ捕まえて情報を吐かせりゃいいだろうが。それか、あいつのいないうちに家に入っちまえばいいだろう。
バカかってんだ。これから通勤ラッシュの時間に入る。ただでさえ私らは目立つんだ。通報でもされたら厄介だろう。
True, at least she's aware that, especially in, I guess, in Japan in this case too, they're more likely to get caught. Especially in a residential. Yeah.
もう一度来る必要がある。ここは住宅街だからな。ソフィアやローの時よりも慎重に行かねえと。
Yeah, they are also in a neighborhood. If they cause us fuss, they will be noticed.
俺より目立つのはあんただけどな。
She smashes her foot down on mine again. I guess she isn't too pleased about the implication that she's the only one that stands out.
だけどさ、結局新しい情報は得られなかっただろ？
いや、あの家がジジイの住処だってわかれば死因は予想できる。
ボロっちい家だが、それでわかるのか？いや、なるほどな、だからか。
You color it don't know.
珍しく察しがいいじゃねえか。言ってみろ。
Two fancily clothed foreigners in a local residential area. Surely they'll effortlessly blend in with the people. I mean, they did say that the area that he's living in is populated by a lot of foreigners, but even then these two just stand out among that. Figured she spilled the beans if I acted like I caught on, but that didn't go quite as planned. Now I know not to even bother pretending. She smacks my shoulder before she continues.
他に身寄りがないじじいだ。日本じゃそういう連中が孤独死してしばらくしてから発見されるってのは問題になってるらしいじゃねえか。
Oh, did he die of loneliness?
日本は特に閉鎖的なコミュニティ。村社会だっつうから起こりやすいのかもしれねえな。腐った死体やらの清掃なんかを専門にしてる業者すらあるらしい。まあ、それはいい。てめえが話を聞いた主婦の言葉を思い出しな。
No woman.
まあ、ベラベラと喋る太った主婦だったな。
Wait, what? I think back to what she told me. Seems like there are rumors of him kicking the bucket since he rarely left the house.
ガシか。
Starvation.
いくら孤立したジジイでも先進国で餓死はないんじゃないか。金の補助は国から受けてたんだろうし。
そうでもないさ。あの主婦はジジイが腰を痛めてることも話してただろ。
Yeah, that's right, she did. To know why she remembers more of this stuff than me when I was the one who talked to the woman.
ひどい腰痛ってのは自力で動けなくなることがある。私が船に乗ってた時にもそうなっちまった乗組員はいた。
I see.
ジジイが家で突然そのレベルの腰痛に襲われたとしよう。元から患ってたんなら突発ではねえけど。とにかく孤立しているから助けを求められない。近所の連中もジジイが家から出てこないのは慣れっこだから気にしない。金だけもらって介護を受けてるわけじゃねえから短期間じゃ訪問もねえ。人間は7日飯を食えなかったら、あるいは3日水が飲めなければ死ぬんだ。私はよく知ってる。
I can tell she's serious by the tone of her voice. Knowing what she's been involved in, I wouldn't be surprised if her crew had come close to starvation at some point. That, or she's seen it happen to one of her shipmates before.
重度の腰痛で動けなくなっちまい、助けも呼べず、そのままガチか。ありえない話じゃないと思うが、そんな早く。
Oh. A familiar light emanates from my book. He died of starvation. Ooh. The sign that a new card's been made. The same thing happens for Odette too. When she notices, she can't help but grin. I will say, Odette's intuition is insane. She's really good. She is very good with deduction. It's honestly sickening just how good she is at this.
だけど、動けないほどの腰痛があっても、さっきジジイは外に出てたな。
So then what was his regret though?
ソフィーなんじゃらの時もそうだったが、選定の間は体がある程度回復してるってことなのか。
True.
てめえの予想の通りだろうな。肉体の状態はどこかの時点まで戻されるって考えた方が良さそうだ。
Ah, right. She nods in reaffirmation after repeating what I said. I half expected her to say she doesn't care, so it takes me by surprise. Her expression reverts to its usual state, and then she turns around.
ほらよ、十分収穫はあった。いい加減戻るぞ。
We head back the way we came, making sure not to be spotted by Ushizuka. And it doesn't seem they noticed Rinka at all, which is good. Unless they did. No, bro. Alan. It's just called Alan. Of course it is. Unbeknownst to Rinka, Alan had been tailing her for the past few days. It brings him to the residential district where Ushizuka Shigetsugu, whose name he has yet to learn, lives. So Alan has been stalking us without us knowing. That's horrifying. What's more, he has learned the whereabouts of both her school and Lionhouse. No. Seeing that she's making her way to school after obtaining the elderly man's name card, he chooses to stop tailing her for the time being. He closes his eyes and recalls her figure.
Rika.
Eliminating her would prove a simple task were he to actively focus on it. However, a number of reasons prevent him from doing so. The first is her relationship with numeral 2, Miharu. She may have gone to the lengths to make it seem like they had a falling out, but Alan witnessed them being friendly at Lionhouse. It confirmed to him that they are still cooperating. One cannot target Shishima Rinka without first dealing with Hebinata Miharu. Alan has no idea which card she was dealt at the beginning either, which is the main reason for his hesitation in getting involved with her. Her actions during the previous election show that she cannot be underestimated. She may have eliminated a girl far younger than herself, but she went head to head with numeral 11 to obtain election rights. True. And she's not afraid to reveal her own information either. The biggest reason of all, however, is Alan has found himself under suspicion from Japan's police, always being pursued by the cops. His recklessness while obtaining Kamebuchi Keiko's information has landed him in a tight spot. That's why you don't openly attack people in this country. He made sure to scout out the positions of each camera in the hospital and cut off those he couldn't avoid, but something unexpected happened. He somehow ended up on the list of suspects responsible for the attack on the hospital. Under normal circumstances, he would use illegal means to ensure that he would not be arrested, but his current situation does not allow for that. Yeah, I'm surprised too, Fresh. Especially because he holds far less influence in Japan than back in India, where his company is based. He may have some leeway, but now is no time to flex those muscles. Valid as these reasons are, Alan is simply using them as a means to distract himself from the reality of the matter. There's a far simpler reason behind his choice not to pursue Rinka, one that he had noticed earlier. The look in her eyes, it reminded him of himself. Not only does she lack his amassed fortune, but she is also nowhere near as physically imposing. And yet somehow her eyes burned with a determination matching his own. Alan has the chance to learn the old man's name the same way Rinka did, but he opts not to. To be more accurate, he can't. This is thanks to him spotting a particular duo keeping their eyes on the old man's home. Numerals 3 and 11. God, this is horrifying. There are like 4... There's so many of the participants in a single area. Alan arrived after Rinka's departure, so they likely had no idea she was also there.
11番の女は確か5番氏名を取得していた。
That was more than enough reason to understand why she was here. With sufficient connections at one's disposal, learning where someone lives based on their name alone is a simple feat. What surprises Alan is the fact that someone like her would cooperate with numeral 3. The sheer stupidity he displayed in the court of fate had Alan convinced that he could be left for later, but that was no longer the case if he's with numeral 11. It may not seem like it, but Alan has respect for those who have eliminated other participants. Only 2 people have earned this respect thus far. One is Miharu, and the other is a numeral 11. Alan can also tell that the latter is no ordinary person. One glance is all he needs to understand her background and the deeds in which she has been involved. Based on what he's seen, she seems to have the upper hand with numeral 3.
男の方は手足か、あるいは鉄砲玉といったところか。
Indeed.
まあいい。今すべきは。
His target switches from the old man to those two. Oh, they're gonna start fighting each other. Oh geez. Keeping an eye on them will likely lead to him getting his hands on numeral 5's information without much effort. Not only that, but discovering where they're based now, while unaware of his plans, will give him the advantage down the line. That may be enough to make up for the disadvantage his celebrity status gives him. He begins to tail the two, taking extra care not to be noticed. Oh boy. Soon after, Alan returns to the residential district. His attempt to tail them hasn't ended as well as he hoped. Not from being noticed, though. Alan trusts himself not to slip up when it comes to that. However, those two must have unconsciously taken a path to shake any potential pursuers. Ooh. It eventually led to him losing sight of them. Oh, 11. He's gunning for 11 now. He mutters to himself so as to not stand out. Then he makes his way back to his own base of operation. The time has come for him to finally take action. Oh boy. Oh man. After a long day, I finally have some time to relax in my room. And I think that's a good point to actually stop, because that was a lot to take in there. Let me save. Oh man. Alrighty, so we're gonna end it here for today. Ugh. I don't know when I will be able to stream after my stream tomorrow, but I'll definitely be excited to get back to this as soon as we can. The plot has absolutely gotten very interesting. Tension rising. Tension is indeed rising. And there are now so many people. There's like, there's so much. It's so interesting seeing how all these characters are just gathered. And the fact that not only we were tailing an old man, the duo was tailing the old man, and Alan is tailing us, and then he also decided to tail Odette and Federico, as well as try to get numeral 5's info from them, which is insane. But we did unfortunately start with the loss of one character. Rest in peace, Sonia. May your soul find peace. But we've survived week 4 and we're on week 5, and week 5's turning to be something. But anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. 来てくれて本当にありがとうございます。I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. And I will see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow with more Valkyria Chronicles. But yes, I'll see you tomorrow evening. Tsume Shiro! See ya.